Okay, well, it's bound to happen. Weaning time is upon us. So, we did notice something. We're not going to wean these two behind me because the baby was a bottle baby and she's already weaned. So we're not going to wean these two, but we're going to wean everybody else. So we did notice a problem with her. So, these two are a Suffolk cross. And we bought her, and the previous owner didn't know really anything about her because she got her from somebody else. And they thought she might have been around 6, but possibly much older. And we noticed that she's not been chewing the hay. She's actually been partially swallowing it, choking on it, and spitting up this huge glob of hay. So I think her teeth are bad. I think she's really old, unfortunately. So we're going to do what we can, but she's been eating a ton of grass. There's a ton of green grass. So I've been cutting down tree limbs too, so she can get some greens and some leaves. She seems to like that, and she seems to be swallowing that just fine. So that's going to be fun. So I cut down this big tree limb too, so she has more leaves to eat. But let's go find the lambs and show you who we're going to be weaning in a couple of days. Yuck, Odie. Okay, so we're heading across the creek, which this is so pathetic. Our creek has almost completely dried up. Crazy, crazy. Then while I have the saw, I'm going to cut down this guy. It's a little bit low. More or less for the horses when the horses come through here. Okay. So we have some friends of ours coming over from the west side. They bought some lambs, and we're going to be weaning them at, well, some of them are going to be weaned at 11 weeks, and the others are going to be weaned at 9. So where the heck is everybody? The grass has gotten so tall I can't see anybody. Oh, where's Lips? Okay, anyway, so we have 7. I don't know who that was. We have 7 lambs. Hi, Lips. That we're going to wean. And we're just going to separate them until our friends Jason and Jordan get here. And then, so they're all going to be away from Mom for a couple weeks. Oh, there's the rest of them. Hi, Mabel. So the moms have already kind of been doing a little bit of self-weaning. I think Mabel, on Lips that you guys just saw, I think she's completely weaned. And a couple of the other ones, they will not let them nurse. So it'll be fine. I actually cut the grain supply off slowly, so they're not getting any more grain. And so I did that last week, was their final cutoff date of grain. They're not getting any more alfalfa. They are just purely on anything they could find in the field and some of the orchard grass hay. It's really good hay, but not as rich as the alfalfa we were feeding. So hopefully that'll help dry them up a little bit. Nobody will keep producing milk and get mastitis. We do not want that. So the next time oh, my cat. Oh, my Lanta. So we had to bring our house cat up to the property because she's on medication twice a day. And I haven't been staying at the apartment every single day. So, sweetheart, come on. Pee. Come on, Pee. Come on, sweet Pee. She's old. She's like 15. So, she was born here, which is kind of neat. So she was born on the property, and the fire we had in 2014, we took her down to the apartment, and she's been living there ever since. So she's been living in town for 6 years. She's had this much desire to go outside. Sweet Pea, come on. Zero desire. We could leave the front door open. She wouldn't even think twice about going outside. So she really likes to be inside. But I don't know, now that she's older, she's back out here, but I keep a close eye on her. So anyway, so my chore right now is to cut all these limbs back, put them in a pile for Herman. We're calling her Herman. And as soon as my husband gets home, we're gonna stick her in the chute and just poke around her mouth and see what we can find. Hi, llama. Oh, you are such a stinker. Such a stinker. Good morning, folks. So it is bright early on a Sunday morning, and my husband had to go to town for a couple of hours to work. So I just got back feeding all the sheep, doing all the chores, not sorting, we're gonna do that in a minute, but I got everybody in the same pen. So I had another migraine, a really, like, the worst migraine I've had all year yesterday, and I'm still recovering, but so I forgot to do a head count of the lambs this morning when I got them all in the pen. So we're gonna do that. We should have 7. Well, I don't count the Suffolk crosses. I don't count these two at all because they look totally different. So we should have 7. Mabel, hi honey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we got them all. Woohoo! Hi Mabel, I love you. You're so sweet. So we're gonna get them going today. So our plan is that we're gonna separate everybody. Oh, you come here. Come here. You snotty. Hi, honey. Hi, llama. You got hay on your head. Okay, so our plan for today, we're gonna kick out all the adults. We're actually gonna leave her. This is Herman. We're gonna leave Herman and her baby in here because Herman is having some health issues, and we're calling the vet tomorrow morning because something is wrong with her. Something has been off with her since we got her. So, yeah, we'll just get her to the vet, get her looked at. So she'll stay in here because I can block off this gate. So if we're treating her or whatnot, we can keep her in here, and there's access to the chute right there too. Stinker. So it's funny. So this is Lips. Lips is Mabel's mom. And so Lips has been, I think she's drying up a little bit. And so Mabel keeps wanting to nurse. Well, Mabel, she's I think 9, going on 10 weeks old. So she needs to wean anyway. But see, so Mabel will actually sneak up on the other ewes and try to nurse off them. So we're going to get them all separated. All the adults are getting kicked out, and then we're going to give CD&T shots, Clostridium type C and D, and tetanus. So we're going to give the booster, which is the second shot, to the little babies. So you do that, I believe it's 6 to 8 weeks of age, and then you give the second shot between 21 and 28 days. So we'll give their second shot to them, and then after that, they're only going to need it once a year. And then we're going to tag the ones that we've sold and get those done. We're going to also deworm them. Deworming is something I don't always do because we keep a really close eye on the parasite load. There's a FAMACHA score. It's called a FAMACHA score. You can look at their membranes, look in their eyes, make sure they're good color and they're not, they don't have a parasite load. All right, so I gotta wait for my hubs to get home, and I'm just gonna go twiddle my thumbs and go drink a cup of coffee. Hi, Mabel. I actually completely forgot to do something. I forgot to get the tags ready. So we have a little, this is our lambing kit, our partial first aid kit, and our tag box. That is Little Gray, folks. That usually means, that's screaming, that somebody is in the nesting box. So if somebody's in the nesting box and she wants to go, oh yeah, would you look at there? Yep, there's a red chicken in the nesting box. So it's really funny. So they will sit there and just scream their bloody heads off if somebody is in the nesting box. They either don't like it, it's their turn, I don't know. But they have 2 nesting boxes about 3 feet away from each other, and they only want to use one. They fight over the same bloody nesting box. So, okay, I'll show you a little bit of my record keeping, because if you're going to keep sheep, whether you have a large flock, a small flock, which ours is, I don't know, it's a hobby farm, so it's, I guess, maybe a normal size flock. We're going to overwinter 13. They want out so bad. Okay, so I'm going to cover, of course, the information from the people that bought the sheep. But it has, when I say blue and yellow, those are the tags that they were bred to. So we have yellow tags and blue tags. Those are just the 2 that I picked out. We don't do them by year. We just do them by who belongs to who. So, oh, I put beautifully. Beautiful's baby. He was bred to Dwayne. Dwayne had a blue tag. So we always put the blue and yellows, who they were bred to. So if you look at, and this comes in, at least for me, so handy when it comes to breeding. Okay, if you look at Mabel, hi sweetheart, I love her to death. She has a yellow tag because last year her mom was bred to Chester. So we're keeping her for breeding. So that means we never put the breeding ewes in with a ram that has the same tag color. So if there's 2 together, that means something's wrong. We have to make sure that the tags are different colors. And look at that. We just think you have a tooth problem, honey. Yeah, so I'd be willing to bet this piece of grass is attached to a huge chunk of, like a big slug of chewed up hay. She's happy. So anyway, that's how I do it, because it's so much easier to sort if we can just say, okay, the ram has a blue tag. We cannot put any other blue tag used in with him for breeding. Anyway, so, and then of course we've got the scrapey tag ID number. Their number. So what I do for our flock, I do the year they were born. So we have 20-7, so year 2020, and he was the 7th one born, 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, etc., etc. We're keeping number 1 and number 2. And then the date they were born, their sex, which is R for ram, E for ewe, and W for weather. The deworm date, which is going to be today. And I really want to deworm them going to a new home, just so if they do have any parasites here, they're not going to contaminate the new farm. So we're going to do that. And they're not leaving for a week. And then, of course, the CD and T. So that was done on 5/26, and then I'll add today's date on there as well. And then the color, any dam sire information, so they know exactly who was bred to who on my farm. So if they're like, hey, we're using them for breeding, they turned out great, we want another one of that one's babies or offspring, I can look at the paperwork and be like, oh yeah, that was Dwayne, or that was Chester. Whew, and I'm shivering, guys. Oh my gosh, look, I have freaking goosebumps. It is chilly. Oh man. Okay, so these are the tags we're talking about. These are the mini, the Ytex All-American. They're the mini tags, so they're pretty small, but they're not so small that you can't see the numbers from a distance. So we were going to go with the longer, flatter. I don't know if you can see that. We were going to go with that one, but I wanted more information on the tag. I put their number, and then I put their number on the back of the tag, or excuse me, on the button as well, so we can see it from the back. But also, I put their breeding information small on the top. There's enough room to do that. So I write down mom, dad, and their number. And then this is the Washington State Scrapie Eradication Tag Program tag. So they're RFID tags. So if you have an RFID scanner, which we do not, a lot of the bigger farms do, feedlots do, slaughterhouses do. So you can scan these tags and the number pops right up. So these are the tags we're going to be using today, because anytime you have a sheep or goat leave the farm, they need to have a scrapie ID tag. Just in case there's an issue with a scrapie, then they can trace it. They know where it came from. So, and then here is the very dirty, dusty tag applicator for these ones. And then the scrapie ID tag has a totally different applicator. So, and then my husband makes fun of me because he worked on a cattle ranch for a long time, and his family owns a ranch. I squirt him with a little bit of, I think this is the triple acting iodine. I always do that for a couple reasons. I'm gonna walk back inside because I'm frozen. I need to get my sweater on. I do that for a couple reasons. One being that, of course, I don't want them to, I don't want the tag to bind up. I want it to go in nice and smooth, so it acts like a little bit of a lubricant. You can also buy a gel that helps the tag go through the skin a lot easier. But also, I mean, I err on the side of caution when it comes to infections and everything. So we'll just put a little squirt of iodine on there, call it a day, and my husband makes fun of me, but you know what? Why not? It takes half a second to do it, more protection, smoother application. Why not, right? So, and why is there a mozzarella cheese box sitting outside our door? Huh, Radar? No idea. Okay, so I'm just getting the rest of these tags ready because I want to have everything ready when we catch them. So what this is, so this is the ear tag. This is the front, so it's big and bold, 27. On the back, it also says 27. You'll see probably that at the bottom of the tag. But I also put the breeding information towards the top. So you may not be able to see this very clearly because it'll be hidden by part of the ear. But when you go to catch them, or if you catch them, it has the breeding information on that tag. That I just do that with all of my guys. So breeding information, this will be on the very back of the ear. So again, it'll have the tag number on the back if you're only seeing them from the back. Probably totally unnecessary, but I kind of go overboard because when this is, I mean, hanging down the front or the back, you'll see the number both front and the back. So I go overkill a little bit, but it really helps. Honestly, it has come in so flipping handy because they may get mud covering the back of their tag or the front of it or whatever. And it's come in handy for me to be a little bit crazy. So I did make a silly mistake on this. I put sire and dam. Well, I always put the sire first. So that is the dad. And the dad on paperwork will always be on the top side of the pedigree. Mom's on the bottom, dad's on the top. So I put the sire or the dad first in the numbers, and then the dam or the mom second. This is not the client's paperwork. This is mine. The client's paperwork is going to be a lot cleaner than this, but so yeah. So dad and mom, so this is going to be Chester, and then I can't remember who 16-4 was. 16-1 is Dwayne, 16-7. So again, this is the year they were born and the number in the sequence that we were numbering them. So got all the tags for the ones that we've sold done, and then we're just getting ready. My husband's on his way home, so I want to be done by the time he gets here because I know it's going to be noon before we know it, and that is going to be beer 30 for us. So here we go.
You take a paper and start making me. Every step is major. Try to be focusing, and of course it hurts. Every thought you make, but I know for what is for my own sake. I'm a paper blind. Wind is throwing me across the sky. ups and downs, they are all my winged waves. I am flying through the sky and don't care about the haze. Oh, I'm honestly not tired of my pretty flight, and it's sad, I know it will be over sometime. I'm a paper plane, wind is throwing me across the
Nice. You jerk. Nice, okay? How much water does Pepper have?
I think he has enough for a couple days. But what?
I know.
People don't believe this happens.
Frank's dead.
Yep, Frank's dead. For about 20 minutes anyway.
Way to go, Frank.
Hi guys. So, okay, that was done. It was kind of a fiasco because for a couple reasons. For one, we don't have a diverter. We're pretty new. We've only done, well, this is our second season. So we've bought a lot of equipment. We've had to build a lot of fences and homes and houses and everything. The diverter or the deflector, so they're go in the chute, you put the fence or the gate one way, they go into one pen, the other way they go into the other pen. I haven't done that yet because we haven't had time. So that was kind of a pain in the ass. That's not how you normally want to do it. You do not want to manhandle as much as we do and did. But it's just one more thing that's on my list of things I haven't gotten done yet. So that is on my wish list of things that we have to do before winter, because we have the second round of CD&Ts for the babies and the dewormer. We didn't deworm. No, we did. We got them. We got the babies. So we got the babies dewormed. Not normally something I do unless we have an issue. Icelandics can tend to be pretty resistant to a lot of the parasites, and we keep a very close eye on them. We do fecal samples and all that stuff to maintain a really balanced variety, a very low level, hopefully, of parasites. So anyway, that, and then, then the new owners of there's 4 ram lambs. They're going to be coming next week, and they're going to be going to their new homes. So they just got 3 ewe lamb, or 2 ewe lambs and a year-old ewe. And then I think they're in the market for a couple more, and they're starting their own flock. So I'm happy for them. And Squeezy, Squeezy just woke up from her nap, and Skip is already picking on her. Anyway, guys, that was just a little snippet of what we do. I didn't videotape it all because, of course, my only 2 camera stands, one's a tripod, and the other one was one of those, like, snake-looking things that, like, you can bend around stuff. Terrible, terrible idea. But both of them are broken, so I wasn't able to video everything. So I'll have better quality later. But if you like, please subscribe, hit the like button, tell your friends and family. That'd be great. We're just a small little farm. As of there's a lot of you out there that are small, just like us. So I want to show you our trials, tribulations, and it's very rewarding. So, and our successes. So until next time, folks, you will see me soon.